Now, we've thrown around this term street epistemology. For those who don't know, can you just give like a brief definition of what that is?
Yeah, so why don't I actually just give the definition that Boghossian gives in his book. I'll do that first. He says, quote, "The goal of this book is to create a generation of street epistemologists, people equipped with an array of dialectical and clinical tools who actively go into the streets, the prisons, the bars, the churches, the schools, and the community, into any and every place the faithful reside, and help them abandon their faith and embrace reason." That's on page 1 of his book.
So atheist evangelists.
It is in Boghossian's view, it's atheistic evangelism. Now, street epistemologists today are attempting to distance themselves from that view. They claim now it's really just about truth, or maybe even just about gathering all this data of what Christians or other people that have these wacky beliefs, what they believe and why, because they want to introduce critical thinking into society or something along those lines. But that's the way that Boghossian defines it. And there's a complete street epistemology guide online. I actually have it posted on my website as well. And they say that street epistemology is a movement to apply the tools of philosophy in everyday conversations in order to encourage people to use reliable ways of forming beliefs. That's the way that they define it.
Okay. And so their approach basically is asking questions. That it is they try to explore your beliefs through the use of questions, trying to sow seeds of doubt, I guess might be one way of looking at it.
Right. You're asking questions, but there are a few other things that are going on. One of them, and I mentioned this earlier, Boghossian views these interactions as what are called interventions. And so basically what he says is that you're treating the Christian or the believer as almost like you would a drug addict. And so you can't go into these discussions berating them or just beating them over the head with reason. You've got to approach them in a cordial manner. You've got to build rapport. First of all, you've got to make sure that they get a sense that you're on their side. You're just working together toward this goal together. Yeah. So in addition to asking questions, there's this other sort of rhetorical, dialectical side of it where you're using cordiality and just being nice to them. That plays a crucial role in the method. So it's about asking questions, but it's also about being nice.